Hello everybody, it's Miss Lavoie here. So I know Mrs. Post is back from maternity leave and you guys are all doing a fabulous job. I just wanted to make one more video because it has to do with the Wednesday Wars and I feel like this could help a lot of you. So let's get started. Let's read Wednesday Wars Coming of Age Virtues Reflection. Note, please finish reading the Wednesday Wars and make up any missing work before completing this assignment. The reason why you have to do that is because Holling changes throughout the book and he gains all of these characteristics per se. So it says, over the course of his 7th grade school year, Holling learns many lessons that help him come of age and become a better person. So first is gratitude. He learns to truly appreciate the people around him. Empathy. He learns to care about people's problems. Courage. He learns to take risks he ordinarily would not have in order to help others. Kindness. He learns what it means to be a good friend, brother, son, and human being. Individuality. He learns to become his own person who makes his own decisions. Okay? So then here it says gratitude, empathy, courage, kindness, and individuality. Sorry, tongue twister. So what this means, right? Mrs. Soper Stevens, what she did for you is she gave you an example, a characteristic of how he changed, and then she defined what gratitude means for Holling in the book, okay? Does that make sense? Obviously. I love how I'm talking to the computer. Anyways, so gratitude. If you click on it, oh wait, let's keep going. So, well, actually, no. If you click on it, it'll bring you to an article. You click on it, that's Newsella. Courage, empathy, click on it, it brings you to an article. So let's say I wanted to do individuality, okay? He learns to become his own person who makes his own decisions. So then we go down to the instructions. Part A, read and reflect. Read at least one of the linked articles above about important coming of age virtues and think about how it applies to Holling's experiences and your own. Be sure to include the title and author of the article that you read. So this was me. I would click. Let's say I want to do this one for part A. Okay. Here is the name of the art. Here's the person who, wrote the article, and here is the title, right? I'm going to read it all the way through, okay? It's actually super interesting. And then I go back. Oh, now I go back, okay. So there's part A. So be sure to include the title and author of your article. And you have to explain, think about it applies to Holling's experiences and your own. So, Holling, he told his dad how he feels about what it means to become a man. It's not all about work. It's also about family and so on. And you're also going to put, think about it applies to Holling's experiences in your own. So think about a time, maybe something similar where that happened to you. Maybe, maybe you stuck up for yourself with a friend, in a polite way, something like that. Okay, so then part B, response to text. Pick one virtue and explain how Holling learns to practice it. For example, who or what teaches Holling how to be more grateful? And how does he show it? So then you're going to pick, I would say pick a different virtue, so maybe kindness. He learns what it means to be a good friend, brother, son, and human being. I love kindness. Okay. Then you go to, so part B, so you pick kindness. Pick one virtue and explain how Holling learns to practice it. So for kindness, it says how, he became a better brother, but maybe put an example of how. Like, when was it that, he started to show kindness towards his sister, right? How does he show it? Be sure to reference specific details and use one quote from your chosen article. So if I'm choosing kindness, right? I don't have a Newsela. Well, I do have a Newsela account, but for some reason why it's not working. If I'm choosing kindness, I would click on the article and find a quote from there that I think that would fit this best, right? Am I going to use any quote? It has to make sense, right? You just don't want to choose like the first one. Okay. Then it says personal connection. Pick one virtue, does not have to be the same as part B, and explain how you learn to practice it. For example, gratitude. Who or what is something that you found a new appreciation for? Be sure to explain by referencing specific details for your own experiences and use one quote from your chosen article. Okay, so now this is more so on your personal experience. So it doesn't have to be kindness. It could be, but what about a time when you were courageous, right? Or that you had empathy for someone, or gratitude. You could pick any of these. You could pick any of these and reflect back on it, on who or what is something that you found a new appreciation for. So maybe let's see, for courage, right? Maybe you went through an experience where when you gained courage, or you saw someone who gained courage, or like how Holling, he showed courage by he learns to take risks he ordinarily would not have in order to help others, right? So did you ever do something like that before? That's your own personal connection, okay? And then optional, if you finish, consider reading the first chapter of Okay for Now. It's a sequel to the Wednesday Wars. So first you're reading and reflect, right? We'll go over this one more time. Part A, read and reflect. Read at least one of the linked articles above about important coming of age virtues and think about how it applies to Holling's experiences and your own. So here you're going to just read it and reflect back to the book, okay? Response to text. Pick one virtue and explain how Holling learns to practice it. For example, who or what teaches Holling how to be more grateful? How does he show it? So here, let's say you pick kindness. You're going to pick one of those and you're going to say how he actually practiced kindness, right? And then you're going to reference a specific detail from the Wednesday Wars and use one quote from your chosen article. So that's response to text, right? Then because now you're using two texts. You're using the kindness article, for example, and you're also using the Wednesday Wars. And then lastly, personal connection. Like what I said, this is your own experience. So, and it's highlighted. Be sure to explain by referencing specific details from your own experiences and use one quote from a chosen article. So let's say, gratitude, empathy, courage. You're going to read the article. You're going to reflect on your own experiences and you're going to quote the article. Okay. All right. I hope this video helped. I bet you guys are all doing actually, I know you're doing a great job. And yes, have a great week.